The man you see here is Owen Benjamin, and in a minute I'm going to play some of his video that he recorded about a week ago, which was entitled How to Find a Wife. I'm aware that Owen Benjamin is a controversial, polarizing sort of figure. Probably some of y'all like him, probably some of y'all don't like him, but I don't want to talk about Owen Benjamin per se. I want to talk about the message that he is imparting here in this video and my thoughts regarding that message. When I heard this video, I heard it because I was driving, so I was just listening to it. I thought, this is something I really, really feel a need to give a response to. So for better or for worse, here we go. Let's run it.
Big part of what I'm talking about is advice for young men. You guys know that, right? When people are like, how dare you? You must be nice. Why do you have to say it, though? Because I'm telling young men that they can develop skills and get a really quality woman. They wouldn't know that if I didn't say it.
All right, so he's addressing, obviously, MGTOWs or incels, even though he doesn't use them by name. He's giving advice to young men who are frustrated about their prospects, about their lack of success with the ladies. And here's what he has to say about how to be successful with the ladies.
Do people not understand that? Like, I'm talking to young men that are like, women don't like me, man. It's like work on piano, work on a craft, work on a skill. Become funnier, become more expressive, become more strong, and so when I say that, it can come off sometimes as like, how dare you? It's like, I'm trying to help young people. I don't care what, I have Amy. We're on our third kid, I'm locked in. I don't need to reveal my secrets.
Okay, so he's sorry. He's playing the piano now. He knows how to play the piano, can play it pretty well. And what he said a few minutes ago probably had some of y'all rolling your eyes. It's another variation on the just lift, bro, or do you even lift, bro? Just do this, just do that, blah blah blah. But I think I want to go a little bit more deeply into what he says here and respond to it. So he's going to go on. He's playing the piano as a sort of undertone, undercurrent, kind of hypnotic, sets a hypnotic mood to his words, and we'll see what he has to say to us next.
Yeah, like when young men say stuff like, oh, women are all liberal now, they all have purple hair and they're whores and they don't like me, they don't want a family. Learn piano. I don't care if a woman's a blue-haired retard. I don't care if she just voted for Hillary Clinton and she's like protesting, she's protesting water. Just literally like, the eggs start dropping. The blue hair falls out of her head.
All right. Now, this is, Owen Benjamin is or was at one point a comedian. And so, I think there is a level of comedy maybe that is meant here. But I don't think it's meant as comedy. I think he's actually being serious. Just play the piano, play the guitar, be cool in some way, and show yourself to be a cool guy who can play an instrument, a cool instrument, not like a bassoon or something presumably, but a piano or a guitar, and suddenly these angry man-hating feminist Hillary Clinton voters are gonna start having second thoughts about you.
She gets a pair of overalls. She just starts reading the Bible. You think I'm joking? I don't care what you think.
He doesn't
Once
care.
you get it. And there'll be help from this.
Okay.
Give them something beautiful. Now you'll see them change.
Give them something beautiful. You'll see them change. Okay, there's more I can say about that, but I'm going to hold off on it for now. Let's just move on a bit more with Owen's advice. Alright. You can play the piano. That's nice. Yeah. And the women are
Let's see if she still goes to the
swooning.
Elizabeth Warren rally after hearing this.
So, all the women who were watching that, who felt inclined to go to the Elizabeth Warren rally, now they've all decided to become traditionalists, and they're all attracted to him. They all want him because he plays the piano. You get that?
No, she wants to be by your fireplace, wrapped in alpaca fur. She wants to be wrapped in a bear skin after listening to stuff like this. She doesn't want to go to her stupid Elizabeth Warren rally. It's all over. She doesn't even know it yet, though. She starts working out again, eating better, because she wants to look good for you because you provided something beautiful for her.
Okay, once again, the refrain, you need to provide something beautiful for her. You provide something beautiful for her, and she'll change. She won't be this abrasive, hateful being anymore. She'll become more feminine, and she'll, moreover, want you. She'll want to be with you. She'll want to get on your good side. She'll want you to like her. She'll start getting in shape. She'll wash out the purple dye from her hair, and start dressing femininely and looking good for you. If you give her something beautiful. Okay? It goes on.
The problem with men these days is they don't feel they have to earn it. They don't feel they have to do anything. They're like, big man cornos, the women just show up and then I whack off. Like, you have to earn them.
Whew. Okay. Now, I'm with him on the anti-porn message. You know, I can dig that, but men don't feel like they have to earn anything anymore. They think that they're just entitled. This sounds a whole lot like the way feminists talk about incels. Owen Benjamin is sounding a lot like a feminist here, ironically. So I want to get back to the theme that he's repeated a couple of times now, and elaborate a bit more on my thoughts on that, about giving them something beautiful. But let's continue.
Women are going off the rails because they don't have, it's like men aren't like doing anything. They're not like, just build a wheel out of wood or something, like literally anything. Anything that requires a lot of commitment, skill, and just beauty, and you're fine. But that's the problem. It's such a void of men. All these like men, they're like, you can't get a woman because you're all bitches. It's like, okay, first off, what do you provide? Like, what do you give? It's like, I don't have any precious money. Guys, I'm not trying to be crude here, but some of the most sexual advances I've ever had in my life, I was a busboy. It's like, provide something beautiful. And
All right. The mocking tone, and now, I mean, believe me, there are guys out there who deserve to be mocked. I'm not saying monolithically that they all. I'm not saying I don't want to make any sweeping statements, monolithic statements that are said to apply to all of young men today. There are some who are lazy and don't feel like doing anything and just make excuses. But this general mocking tone that he has towards men who are lonely and miserable. I mean, I'm sure he sees it as tough love. I'm sure he sees it as like, look, I'm trying to help you all. To me, it doesn't come across that way. I don't know, am I wrong? To me, it comes across as rather condescending. And there's a problem, I think, with what he has to say. I don't think the current crisis that we've got between the sexes is primarily the result of men not being interested in doing hardy, male-oriented things anymore. Things are complicated. The situation right now between the sexes, in the West particularly, is not good. But this sounds like, I hate to use this phrase, but this sounds like blaming the victim. It sounds like he's saying, women would be, they would be nice, feminine, submissive wives if y'all would just be manlier. Just be manlier. Be manlier, bro. Okay? Or you give them something beautiful. I want to get to that, but let's just go on a bit more.
And in this environment, it's such the resource is so scarce, it's false scarcity. There's so much ugliness in the world right now for no reason that, like, if you just provide any kind of beauty for a woman, the purple hair falls out. It's just like and like nothing's more true.
I mean, he's laughing about it, but I think he believes it.
Guys, men have no fathers nowadays. It takes longer for them to learn how to be a man. My dad was a closet homosexual college professor.
Okay.
Stop making excuses for yourself. Let's see what we got here.
Okay, so he's saying, give them something beautiful. Either learn to create things, or learn to play the piano, learn to write music, learn to do something creative, and present them with something beautiful. Because what they're just waiting for you to do this for them. And once you do this for them, I mean, I don't use the word blue-pilled. I don't like lingo. But if I were to use the word blue-pilled, I've got to say, this sounds pretty blue-pilled. Well, and there's a bigger point here, but let me just let's just finish off this segment. I think he's going to continue a bit more in this vein, so let's hear it. Yes, he can play the piano. He's talented. Nothing against you as a piano player or anything else, Owen. It's not that. Okay, alright. right. He's going to say something else in a minute. After he finishes showing off his prowess.
Here's the thing, it's not about talent either. It's commitment to form. It's like, must be nice, you can play all those notes and... No, I'm respecting the order of it. This isn't...
This is kind of... Okay, I've got to call him out for this. He shows off for us, and then he mocks the person out there saying that he's showing off by saying, must be nice, giving him a lisp and saying, no, I'm not showing off, I'm just respecting the form. God. Come on.
Like, there's no gatekeeper for stuff like this. Like, one of the reasons that women are drawn to piano when you play beautifully, or any type of beauty, architecture, a well-built table, literally anything, is because it requires an adherence to logos and form. Men that have no skills or talent or anything, it's a reflection of their habits and their lifestyle. It means they don't...
Oh, God. Oh, God. And y'all, you know, I don't bash women. That's not what this is about. I'm not saying, no, you're wrong, Owen. Women are just bitches. They are just selfish, monomaniacal, hypergamic monsters. They only want money and blah, blah, blah. But, jeez. The whole idea that if you create something beautiful, if you make a nice table, if you make a nice chair, if you, I don't know, if you have commitment to form, that women are just going to respond to that because they have an innate love of men who are committed to form. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? This just sounds so... this is so wrong-headed. It's so smug. It's so insufferable. I mean, let's just hear the end of this anyway.
Don't do anything for others. They don't do anything for the sake of it. They don't
just talking about
put in work just
incels
for beauty,
now.
Truth, which is God. So it's a reflection of that. That's why when men they serve themselves, they develop no skills, none. And so there's a million excuses in the book, and they'll do it all day long. They'll say, must be nice. You just have all this talent. Keep telling yourself that. Yes, I do have a ridiculous amount of talent.
Yes, be nice. He mocks the people who call him talented, saying that he's only successful because he's talented, and then he says, well, just keep telling yourself that. Yes, I am very talented, of course. So it's like he wants it both ways. He wants to show off his talent, which he does have, but at the same time he wants to mock those who would call him out for showing off, by saying, no, I'm not showing off. You know, it's about commitment to form. I'm very elevated. You just don't understand how elevated I am, because you're just a crude, know-nothing, low-status man who doesn't have any skills or talent. Goes on.
That's not what this is. All right, build a table, then set your cobalt water on it. Build a table, and then bang her on that table. And then she will feed you on that table.
God. Okay. All right, let me just clarify a couple things, though, because I know this will probably be misunderstood. So please listen to what I have to say here. I'm not saying having a commitment to form is bad. I'm not saying building beautiful things is bad. I'm not saying creating beautiful things is bad. It's good. It's good to pursue to pursue commitment to form, as he puts it here. It's good to be your best self, to be the best person you can be. I'm saying find the things that you're interested in, find the things that you're good at, and kick ass, and push yourself, and be disciplined. I mean, on all of that, I am 100% with Owen Benjamin here. But this notion that you should be doing this, you should be building something beautiful, making something beautiful in order to get the girl, because the girl's not going to like you until you give her something beautiful. I mean, that is so... that should not be the reason. That should not be the motivation for building something beautiful. That should not be the motivation for being committed to form, for being committed to logos, Owen. It's not as a means to an end. And let me tell you, I mean, I'm sure there are women out there who will appreciate it and who will be attracted to you for your commitment to form. But to say that that's any kind of guarantee, that they're just sitting around waiting for you to do that, for you to make something beautiful for them, and then they will become the kind of woman that you want them to be, and will embrace tradition and stop being radical, hateful, misandric third wave feminists, and will start wanting to marry you and have children with you, and you build them a table and then screw them on the table, and then they'll want to feed you from that table. This is just, I mean, not only this is wrong-headed, both in a couple of different ways. Both because it's a foolish notion to think that that anyone is going to necessarily like you better, think that you're more worthy if you are more worthy. If you are your best self, people aren't necessarily going to give a damn, okay? Women included. But also, so you shouldn't expect that. He's leading you to somehow expect that if you pursue this goal and and go forward with it, that this will lead to success. That is, he's setting you up for disappointment by saying that. But also, even more crucially, what he is saying here is essentially that you should do these things in order to get women to like you, rather than doing these things, being committed to form, pursuing excellence in what you're good at, what you're talented at, being the best man you can possibly be. He's saying the reason you should do that is because you'll get a woman that way. You should do these things because they are good in themselves. Not as a means to an end. Not as a way of getting the ladies to like you. Because, first of all, there's absolutely no guarantee that the ladies or anyone is going to like you any better after you've created something beautiful. And second of all, that's not the point. That's not what commitment to form, commitment to logos, commitment to the pursuit of excellence, commitment to self-improvement, self-discipline. It's not about, a means to an end. You could be just as lonely after you've made something beautiful. Chances are you could be just as lonely then as you are now. but you've still gained as a person because you've made something beautiful. You haven't gained because some woman likes you now. Maybe she'll like you. Maybe, I'm not poo-pooing the idea. What I'm expressing strong dissent from here is that that's the point of it all. And that it somehow, quote unquote, works, I don't know how Owen Benjamin found his wife and got married, and I mean, it worked for him. Whatever he did worked for him, I guess. And God bless him for that, nothing against him for that, but there's an arrogance to just presuming this one-size-fits-all mentality that it worked for me. If that was what, I mean, I don't know whether he has the kind of, I don't know whether he's capable of the kind of self-scrutiny that will lead him to understand how he got where he got, but I'm not putting him down for his achievements, understand. But I do think this advice that he's giving here is absolute bollocks. And I just wanted to register that. So let me know what you think. Andy Nowicki, altrightnovelist.com, or Andy Nowicki, lowstatusnovelist.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching.